Hey everyone, so it's Frank here. We're at the Golden Crown here. We were there last spring and went in quite a long ways, and it's really cool. This tunnel goes in about a kilometer in there. It's pretty wet. We're hoping it's going to be a little drier, so we're going to take some ropes in, and there was a steep ore pass. We left a rope in there so we can get up there, and we're going to go check out some of these real old stopes and stuff, and we'll take our ropes and we're going to go down some of these ore passes going down, and we'll see what we can find of this real old historic gold mine.
Running out and the using live day, streets infected and crawl in the slime. The neon nightmare is about to unwind.
Kind of a good thing we've gotten in here now is because, as you can see, they're doing some work in the area. Some diamond drilling and whatnot, so they're planning on going in here and doing a whole bunch more exploration work. We definitely don't want to be stepping on anyone's toes and get chased out of here, so yeah, they have a little water tank set up there for a water supply, I guess, for the diamond drill, and yeah, they've opened up some roads here, so Brian's been in here doing some diamond drilling, so, but it doesn't look like they've done nothing with the adit. The adit's still the same as it was. And you know, they haven't blocked up the entrance or anything like that. And you know, these guys, they're probably not going to be too happy that we're in here, but I don't know, we kind of, it's you know, they don't threaten us or not nasty with us, and might try to be as respectful as we can of what they're doing here too, so it seems to be working out so far. So there we are, we have the rat welcoming committee. Are you the rat welcoming committee? I don't feel really welcome here. Yeah. There we go. We're heading into the Golden Crown, and this is what was really a big gold mine. One of the biggest in this area. They got a lot of gold out of here. This tunnel, as you may recall, was driven here in 1980. It's over 1,000 meters long, over a kilometer, and basically just goes right underneath the historic workings to access everything from above. There's quite a bit of really old workings in here, as you'll see. There's a shaft. However, a lot of the ladders and stuff were really rotten, and there was water just pouring down them, so we'll see what we can do here. Obviously we don't take any chances with rotten ladders and stuff. But we do have some ropes and stuff so we can rig ourselves up. And here we're getting into some iron here already. And there's a huge serp zone, some of the nicest serpentinite I've seen anywhere in here. Serpentinite's not really worth anything, but it's just real cool. Old, very old rock that is made out of the bottom of the sea floor, similar to soapstone. And we'll show you some serpentinite when we get into the serp zone here. It's pretty crumbly where the serp is. And yeah, so it'll be interesting to see this mine again. It's a pretty neat mine. And like I say, it's quite a long ways to get back in here, so we're not going to obviously film all the way going back. And we'll try to get the highlights. And we'll show you some stuff that we haven't seen before. It's going to be a bit of an issue with the lighting. I don't have my LEDs not working, so we're just going to try to pan as slow as we can, and hopefully the video quality will be acceptable. There's a bit of a smudge in the top right hand corner Nothing I can do about it. Camera's old, and we will continue on our way. So as you can see, we're getting into the SERP zone here. Not really green here, so I had to do a lot of work to bolt the back up because it's soft and it's kind of crumbling down here in various places. But here you can see some of this really nice green, real slippery stuff. I just love it. There we are, more serpentinite. You can never get too much serpentinite in the shop. It's just so awesome. I know you guys are tired of me saying that, but I love my SERP zone. So there we're seeing, more of the collapse in the SERP zone. Serpentinite. Getting maybe too familiar with this rock, we just call it SERP. And in some areas here, this pretty green here, it looks like it's probably mixed with some argillite, but not here. Argillite is kind of real jet black. Now you can see a little bit of it. More of a darker material. Not here so much. So, yeah, they're gonna have to do some work before they can access this. It's fairly unstable. It's not like it's gonna fall on us, I don't think, but yeah, you get equipment moving around in here. It could definitely bring some of it down. This is one of the biggest SERP zones I've ever seen. Probably goes in maybe 100 meters. Fair ways in here. But I don't think it's particularly unstable. But it's just a soft rock in a mine. It needs to be held up pretty good to be safe. Just a beautiful green colors and stuff that you see in the serpentinite. And again, it's not worth anything. It's just really old rock. And usually it's in areas that's close to where there's gold because, it's part of the sea floor. And it's just cool. So this main hall level that they dug in 80 or 82, something like that, is not actually the lowest level of the Golden Crown in Winnipeg. There are lower levels. So here we are, but they're flooded. Basically, this whole mine would be flooded too if it wasn't for this big tunnel. So there's a shot of some historic workings, and obviously we're not going to go down there. Really stuff the camera to look. So I don't know what we can see there. But as you look down at the shaft that we went down, it goes to lower levels too, but it's flooded below that, so not really much you can see in there. It's all underwater, right? So below this level, well, the reason the water's at this level is because anything above this level just drains out through the portal. So basically, if this tunnel wasn't here, probably this whole mine would be flooded right to the very top of the shaft. The last time I was here, we had a look at this shaft and I decided not to go up it, but probably the biggest reason was there was a huge amount of water just pouring down it, so it was really wet. So as you can see, this shaft isn't really old. It is full of water to there, so I don't see this seems to be all really good to me, even though, yeah, so it's just small little levels going up, so that wouldn't be a problem at all. And it's not that wet, so I can see no problem with this. And we're not going to fall very far if we do fall, so that's fine. And, the concern is probably more with, it goes down, I see, it's full of water. The concern was more with the amount of moisture that was just pouring down there. It was really raining there, so we'll stick our cameras and all that stuff in our waterproof pack, and we'll just head up there. I think this is actually safer than that ore pass we were looking at with the rope. Because it's always, it's just really easy going up here, so we'll do that. There we are. That was actually really simple. No problem at all. It's just, the problem is only 2 levels, right? So, yeah, just climb those 2 levels up. So, I don't know, it's not very high. But this is all really well constructed, so the only problem we have now is the ladder doesn't go any further. Somebody was in here not too long ago. I see some boot tracks heading down this way. Oh, there's a little box there. Cute little box. Well, let's just have a look. We'll see if that ore pass is just in here. I think it is. Oh yeah, there's another. I climbed up here, but I think I got very far. Oh no, I didn't go up there. That's interesting. Well, that goes to higher levels. We can't get up there. A little ore pass going down, and we're just above where we're close to where that shaft was, so that goes to upper levels of the shaft. It'd be great if we could find ourselves a little ladder and walk it over here and see if we can't get up to that higher level there from that shaft. Oh, look at that neat door. Things are fairly dry. And here, this is interesting here. We got wooden railway tracks. Very few places you'll ever see that. They didn't have money for iron, I guess. And I'm not sure if these ones are. Looks like they are. They actually use wooden rails, but then just put a flat iron on the top, kind of line it with steel on top to make it a little tougher. Oh, that's it. There's nothing more in here. Huh. She's dead ending here, so yeah, so we're gonna get anywhere in this level, we're gonna have to climb up and see if we can find anything interesting above us. Well, that was kind of interesting. I was walking up this ladder and all the rungs were here. The problem is the rungs are just nailed on here, and I was almost at the very top there, and I put my shoulder on my back, and that rung I was holding on to broke, so I put more weight on the other foot, and every one of these fell. I come crashing all the way down, broke every one of these down, and landed on this landing. So, but this landing was really solid, so I wasn't worried about that. But yeah, there you go, them ladders, eh? Oh, so it didn't hurt me or anything like that, but that's the problem. The nails, the wood's fine, but the nails, they get rusty, and they're just, some of them are notched in. If they're notched in, they're way better. But they're just sitting flush on there, so I don't know what the hell we're going to do now, because I don't see how we're going to get up there now, which is really too bad because I don't think we had much further to go. I ended up abandoning the idea of going up that ladder. Just they're all rotten, so we just couldn't get any further, so I decided to go up the ore chute instead. And I thought, well, it's pretty safe because I got the rope going all the way up there, but actually it doesn't go all the way up. It only goes to that point there. And I climbed the rest of the way, which can make a little bit dicey if you're going down. I mean, I don't know if you want to tie a rope onto that or what. Oh, well, we'll figure it out. We'll get something happening on the way down for sure. But I'll have to think about it a little bit. So we're up at this level, and this is the only other way to get up to the higher levels. So away we go. She's pretty foggy in here. So this is really interesting. The colors in here, just stunning, as you can see. Oh, go back here. Yeah. As I remember, yeah, that didn't go anywhere. We got this one to go. And really all we can do here is we reached the top of that ore pass, I think, where the ladder was. But the other thing is, there's a false floor going down. So that's the reason why we brought the rope. So we're gonna go down the false floor and see if we can access another lower level somewhere. Yeah, there's a skinny little chute in here. Yeah, this is a pretty old historic part of this mine. It's really cool. I'm not sure where this ore pass is here. It goes down here somewhere. All right. I don't think it's too far. You sit in one place for very long, everything gets foggy real quick. Yeah, look how blue that is, eh? Very neat. All right, so we're on this false floor here. And this is where we're thinking about going down. Let's have a look and decide whether that's a good idea. Let's see how steep that is going down there. Oh yeah, that's not real nasty. Oh, barely even medium nasty. We'll go down there easy. Hook up our rope, tie off to something and we'll head down there. And there's quite a few extensive workings going up also. But climb part ways up there, but that's pretty dicey up there. I don't want to go up. At least when you're going down, you got that rope. If you fall, you got the rope to hang on to, so that helps you a lot. All right, well, we got it all rigged up here, so we're just gonna head down here. So, I know this was really not stable, but so we just tied it up a few spots there. It's not that steep, so away we go. We're gonna head down in there and see what we can find down there. Well, unfortunately, we didn't see anything very exciting in here. Look, the floor just stops, it's just flat. And all this is just a hole in here that they mined down, and all that's in here is just 1-inch boards and nothing else that I could see. So yeah, it's just a deposit they mine called the Winds. And there's where the railway was on the way up. So, and there's nothing going that way. So yeah, nothing exciting in here whatsoever. But we had to go down and check it out. All right, so I think we're done here. I don't think there's any other places we can explore. There might be another, might be getting into that hoist level somewhere further up. So we'll just leave the ropes here for now. And this is another way of, the ropes, kind of a problem with them ropes, you don't, if they're in a big mess down there and you pull them up, they might get tangled. So we always try to kind of lay them out like that. They can't get tangled. I don't know, there's a lot of different ways of doing stuff. And I'm sure my way is not the only way, but anyways, works for me. So this stuff's pretty crappy here. I might just say it's not really that far down, but quite far enough, eh? You know? Oh, it's really rotten here, but should be all right. Shit. Yeah, the boards are rotten as hell. That's a pretty fair drop. I made it across there before. If we get close to that header, should be all right. As long as that timber going across don't break. Guess there's no guarantee of that. Shit. It's just one step, right? I hate doing this. I got to rope up. It's just not safe. I got to rope up here. All right, this is just a hell of a lot safer. So we're just going to walk backwards with this. Okay. Need some slack here. Okay, so we're tight here. If we fall, we're not going down very far. The chance we're taking is that this beam here breaks all of a sudden, right? Which, I don't know how likely it is. Much of shit broke here already, but these bloody ropes here, you have to pull so hard on them. There we go. There we got her. Okay. Now we'll just unhook this here and we're free. All right. You know, it only takes a minute. If you die, it's for the rest of your life, eh? Oh, there's our shaft. Oh, cool. Okay. So if we would have continued up on them rotten ladders, we would have come to here. We tried to go up here, but see how rotten it is. How much higher does it go yet? Yeah, it's always another level, another level, another level. Man, I wish we had a steel ladder or something that we could just stick to each level and lift it up. Wouldn't that be awesome? You know, it might be safer to go, if we loop our rope around something here, double our rope up, we could probably start going down from level to level and work our way all the way down and not have to go down the rope part. That actually might not be a bad idea, if you know what I mean. If I just put the rope around here, let my way down and just keep pulling all the rope all the way down, I could go from level to level and go all the way down here and it'd be totally safe. And still like to think about going up though. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, let's just have a quick look and see if there's anything else here we need to see. I don't think there is. I think it just dead ends up here. Yeah, the colors in here are just really cool. You don't see green like that in very many places. And a beautiful hanging wall here. So we're going up quite a long ways too, but yeah, there's no bloody way. Well, if we go up in that shaft, it's going to go up to those areas. That's what we're just going to go. So it'd be a lot safer going up in the shaft than any other way. So we could actually see a pretty cool cross-cut level if we get up that shaft. If we can slowly find a way to get up there. I don't know, we'll see. I wish we had a steel ladder here that we could just, I haven't seen any in this mine, and we could just take it from landing to landing. It'd be so awesome. Because those wooden ladders are really crappy. The nails are just too great out. Oh, look, a bit of a winds there. Flooded winds. So we got that choice. We can go up or down that shaft. Oh. That's ending there. Oh, there's some ladders. See, look at that ladder. It's got the rungs notched out of it, which is a hell of a lot better than the ladders we've got. Yeah, I took that ladder and went up there. As sketchy as hell. Probably shouldn't have. I went up that ladder to that level. But judging by that ladder, I probably shouldn't have. I wonder if that ladder is going to be long enough. That's not bad. That might just do the trick. We'll grab that ladder and we'll give her a try. Yeah, I think we kind of like that ladder, so I don't think any of those rungs are going to break. We're assuming the floor is safe. No, it's good, pretty thick everywhere, so let's see what we can do here. Then what? Well, let's go up here and have a look. Thought we'd just pull the ladder up with us. We're looking up at the shaft here, and it's just, the ladders, they're not really rotten, but like I say, the nails are rusted right off them, so we can't use these ladders at all. And there isn't many planks in between them. It only goes up about 6-foot sections, but there's a lot of stuff missing. So we kind of decided the only way to get up, we need to get up to higher levels because we can see other crosscut levels up there. This shaft is the only way to get up there. So now what we've decided is, rather than continue up, we can't get up any further here. We're going to go and explore the very top of the mine and see if we can come down, find the opening from the top of the shaft and come down. So we're going to come back the next day with Mike and we're going to scrounge around, and we actually did find the opening to the top of the shaft, and we tried to work our way down. That didn't turn out to be successful. So what we did is we actually went back to this point here with a telescoping ladder, and that actually worked really well because we were just able to telescope it right down to 4 feet and then bring it in there and just keep expanding it going up, and we'll show you how that works. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to find the top, and then we're going to come back in from the bottom. So this is the more iconic shaft here, so they tried to kind of block it up a little bit, and we'll go down there if we can't get down this other one, but you guys got to be really careful because you really don't know what's solid here and what isn't. So well, I'm here with Mike, and we are at the Golden Crown today, and we found some holes, and we're going to have a look at some of these. This sinkhole is naturally occurring because they stope too close to the surface, but this is really dangerous because you go down there with the rope, it's, you know, look at just how nasty that rock is just all around there. So, you know, it's just way too dangerous. You go down in there with the rope, and it's not that you're going to fall because you got the rope, but you're going to have these big rocks on your head. All right, so we're at the bottom of the first part, and Mike's going to follow us down here. I'll just get out of the way so we don't no rocks attacking me. Now, there's a collapse here that we saw. That's kind of interesting. Oh yeah, see the back there is kind of held up, and it's just right up into the soil and not rock at all. And it failed here because the board's rotted. And like I was saying, not really safe to climb down here because, oh yeah. So this is as far as this vein went, but it's not very far down here at all. But this is pretty unstable here, this part. And they had it held up here. So you can see. We'll head down the other way and we're going to see if that should be either the Winnipeg or the Golden Crown shaft. So they knew this is unstable and they just put that timbering up in there and hold it up. Now the timbering's rotted and it fell. Yeah, it doesn't go very far that way. It just goes a little past that collapse. The shaft is this way. There was a bunch of boards actually blocking it off, but I just kicked them out of the way and I can see a screen and everything in there. So, this is where we can go. So this should go right underneath that other main shaft. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, unfortunately, we might be skunked here. Yeah, it goes under that other shaft. But I don't think it goes anywhere. Ooh, it's timbers, but there's lots of air coming out of there. I think that goes down to the shaft.
It goes down to that 4 meter long shaft?
Yeah, I think so because I can feel the air. There's a hole there. You can't get through there. There's a small hole there, but it's all kind of loose. Let's see. All right, so we kind of got a little skunked yesterday because that ladders, this ladder, they're not that old, the ladders, but most ladders are kind of inset into the risers, and these ones aren't. But so the nails just end up rusting right off, and they break off. So here's our secret weapon. We're gonna go back with this. It's a telescoping ladder, and yeah, it's 300 feet to the top of the shaft. So the landing seemed to be good, so we're just going to use this and pull it up and go to the next, and we'll see how far we can get up. It's either the Golden Crown shaft or the Winnipeg shaft. I'm not sure. There's only one shaft that's accessible from the bottom at it. I don't know which it's called. So, but it's 300 feet up. So we'll see how we make out. All right, I guess things are going pretty good here with this ladder. The problem is you're having to, it's pretty tight. See, you're kind of coming up from, it's hard to see because it's so tight in here, but you're coming up from compartment to compartment. So what I need to do is collapse the ladder to get from that compartment to this compartment, so you've got to completely collapse it. And as you can see, we're getting a fair bit of crud on it, but so far, it seems to be working really well. I thought this crap would end up getting in the joints and it wouldn't collapse, and well, it looks like we finally got to the top here, and don't worry, I'm just breathing in my oxygen monitor. So this level didn't go anywhere, just a little storage area right there. It's only 5 foot or 6 foot raises at a time, so there's kind of something. It looks like got some clothing there, and I hope we're gonna see something there. Yeah, I hope. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know if we will get much further, but we're going to go grab the ladder and get up this last little raise, and we'll see if we can get up any further. Well, she's not looking good. This looks really dangerous. You see the top is rotted out. The floor is just about ready to fall, and I don't know how much stuff is above that. So it's not a very good place to be sitting. I was hoping we could just get by here and get up there, but I have no idea what's up there. Doesn't look like us anyway out there, is there? I don't see it. I'm just looking at my camera. I just got it stuck out as far as I can with my arm. We're really close to that crosscut level because we got ropes and stuff there. And this is really dicey right here. Once we get kind of down below this a little bit, we're okay. But oh man, this is just all ready to fall. That's really dangerous. Nasty. I can see the monitor. It doesn't look like there's any way to get past that. I don't think there is. Should I stick my head in there to see? I don't think there is. We're really close, but...
Tick tock, cut to the chase. Time's running out and they're using life